set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now it's Mahomes again. Out to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Steps away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It was prime time. Deion Sanders with a sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Michael Gallup 46 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here comes Sanders on the toss right, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. 7-7, our score after one. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 55 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30.
Man, that was way
and he'll
too easy.
bring it back all the way.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. Rodgers again now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones. There to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Janikowski on for the extra point. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. On first down, Rodgers. A left side completion to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Look at this.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no
field,
feet.
A breakaway. And all the way in for the touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 71 yards, and the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he will score. It's a touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys are going to take the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers looking to throw. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2 scores. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run with Sanders, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there, tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. One final try for Mahomes, and that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say so long from Big D. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Looking deep for Julio. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yeah, baby.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
You gonna like this?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Beckham, the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Airing one out for Crowder. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35.
Woo!
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Patrick Willis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second down at 4. Rodgers again now. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Willis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Rodgers in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Patrick
Showtime,
Willis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers on the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On 1st down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Coming in to put a lick on him was Lavonte David. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rod Woodson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now the spin. And touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 46 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
16 yards, a first down. To throw, it's Allen. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Strahan. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack on first down, Rodgers over the middle, complete. It's Drake. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tyreek Hill on the return. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 63 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. And again, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Flushed out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard though was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Rolling to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, airing, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Jamison Crowder, 42 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Taylor. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd down, it's George. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise? And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Man, that was way too easy.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Allen to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. George. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And the timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. Let's see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Murray a give. This is Drake. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 94 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. To throw is Rodgers. Off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Off the bootleg. Rodgers out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room.
Stephon Diggs. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike.
And whatever they